Good evening, and welcome to the Crypto Overnighter. I'm Nicodemus, and I will be your host as we take a look at the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. And remember, none of this is financial advice. And it's 10 p.m. Pacific on Friday, August 4th, 2023. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter, where we have no sponsors, no hidden agendas, and no BS. But we do have the news, so let's talk about that. Tonight, we dive into Revolut's sudden halt of crypto services in the US, a decision reflecting the ongoing tension with regulators. We'll explore Coinbase's courtroom battle with the SEC, a clash that could define the future of crypto regulation. In a shocking twist, the DOJ is pushing hard to jail former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. Meanwhile, the Bank of Russia has unveiled its digital ruble, a move that brings both innovation and concern. Oman is stepping up to the crypto game, and they want your opinion on their proposed regulations. And finally, the infamous crypto couple pleads guilty to a monumental heist in crypto history. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Revolut, the digital bank, announced the suspension of its crypto services in the United States. The decision, effective from September 2, 2023, is a response to the evolving regulatory environment and uncertainties around the crypto market in the US. US customers will no longer be able to buy cryptocurrencies, and from October 3rd, they will no longer be able to buy, sell, or hold any cryptocurrencies. This move reflects a broader trend of digital currency providers navigating the complex waters of regulatory scrutiny. Other platforms like eToro have limited access to specific cryptocurrencies for US users, citing regulatory developments. Coinbase is embroiled in a lawsuit with the SEC, and crypto exchange Nexo exited the US in late 2022. The Revolut spokesperson clarified that this suspension affects less than 1% of its global crypto customers. The suspension of Revolut's crypto services in the US is a significant indicator of the growing tension between cryptocurrency platforms and regulatory agencies. The US regulators, led by the SEC, have been cracking down on crypto, targeting exchange platforms like Coinbase and Binance, as well as individual tokens. This has led to a sense of uncertainty that is forcing companies to tailor their strategies or even consider pulling back from the US market. Revolut's decision underscores the broader implications of US regulatory uncertainty in the global crypto market. The London-headquartered Revolut, with around 25 million customers worldwide, offers a wide range of crypto services, mainly in European jurisdictions. The company is actively pursuing alternative means of providing access to crypto products in the US. Now, here's my take on this. The government's heavy hand is stifling innovation and financial freedom. Revolut's suspension is just another example of how central banks and governments are trying to control the crypto market. It's a classic case of, if we can't control it, we'll shut it down. But let's not be fooled. This is not about protecting investors. It's about maintaining power and control. And speaking of control, Coinbase is pushing back against the regulators in a way that could reshape the crypto landscape. So if you're into crypto, and I know you are, this is a story you won't want to miss. And don't forget to hit that like button. Coinbase just today filed for judgment against the SEC, alleging the regulator stepping well outside of its jurisdiction. The SEC sued Coinbase in June, claiming the exchange violated federal securities laws by operating as an unregistered broker, exchange, and clearing agency for cryptocurrencies. Now, Coinbase is fighting back, stating that the transactions over its platform are commodity sales, not investment contracts. The filing points to the recent ruling in the SEC's case against Ripple, claiming the underlying facts are substantially identical. Coinbase also argues that the SEC's allegations regarding its staking and wallet services should be dismissed for similar reasons. The exchange has attached 10 different exhibits to its motion, and the SEC has until the 3rd of October to file a response. Coinbase is not only confident in court, but also willing to work with the SEC to obtain regulatory clarity. The SEC, on the other hand, argues that the crypto industry is largely non-compliant and urges platforms to register. Editor's note, apparently registering with the SEC isn't nearly as simple as we've been led to believe, because Coinbase has been trying. Now, Coinbase has announced its intention to file a motion to dismiss the SEC's lawsuit entirely, believing that none of the assets or services in the SEC's complaint constitute investment contracts under long-standing securities law. The exchange is also engaging with states and complying with orders to restrict new staking by retail customers. Despite its legal fight, Coinbase reported a 10% drop in quarterly revenue to $662 million amid declining trading volumes. The exchange's planned petition comes after a Manhattan judge opined that cryptocurrencies could be securities, contradicting the Ripple ruling in the same court. This legal tussle between Coinbase and the SEC is more than just a courtroom drama. The outcome of this case could set a precedent that shapes the future of crypto regulations in the US. Coinbase's aggressive stance against the SEC is a bold move, one that reflects the exchange's belief in its position and the broader crypto community's frustration with the regulatory ambiguity. This case also highlights the tension between different regulatory bodies and the lack of clear guidelines for classifying digital assets. The stakes are high because if Coinbase wins, it could pave the way for more innovation and growth in the crypto space. If the SEC prevails, it will lead to tighter regulations and will stifle the industry's momentum. So let's call it what it is, a classic David versus Goliath showdown, with Coinbase playing the role of the plucky underdog fighting against the big bad government regulator. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good underdog story? The SEC's heavy-handed approach smacks of overreach and the lack of understanding of the crypto space. It's time for regulators to stop treating crypto like a Wild West and start recognizing it as a legitimate and vital part of the financial ecosystem. Coinbase's fight is a fight for innovation, financial freedom, and the right to operate without the shadow of ambiguous and conflicting regulations. It's a fight they cannot afford to lose. From one legal battle to another, the DOJ is making waves in the crypto world, taking on a big name. The stakes are high and the implications are vast. Are you subscribed yet? Because this is a story you're going to want to follow. The US DOJ is pushing hard for the incarceration of Sam Bankman-Fried, the former CEO of FTX. The DOJ requested his bail be revoked and that he be detained pending trial. The case revolves around Bankman-Fried's sharing of Caroline Ellison's diary. Ellison is the former CEO of Alameda Research and is expected to be a key witness against him. Bankman-Fried's defense has not denied that he shared the diary, but they argue that sending him to jail would violate his free speech rights. The DOJ maintains that his actions went beyond simple speech, as he took covert steps to discredit a trial witness and taint the jury pool. The prosecutors accuse him of witness tampering, creating a media atmosphere to focus on Ellison's personal life and using the information to intimidate and embarrass her. The case has also seen arguments over the First Amendment, with expert affidavits from legal scholars like Harvard Law School professor Lawrence Tribe. The DOJ's stance remained firm, and they believe Sam's actions warrant detention. The filing against Bankman-Fried to put him back in the cell is not just a legal battle. It's a clash of principles and a test of the boundaries of free speech. The DOJ's insistence on incarceration raises questions about the balance between the right to speak and the integrity of the legal process. Sam's actions, though reprehensible, open a debate on the extent to which individuals can go to protect their reputation. The case also sheds light on the complex relationship between the media, the legal system, and the individuals caught in between. Here's the thing. Bankman-Fried may have crossed a line, but in my opinion, the government's push for incarceration is an overreach. While battles are being fought, Russia's making moves with their new digital ruble. Is it innovation or just another form of control? Buckle up, because this story might just have you seeing red. The Bank of Russia unveiled the logo and commission fees for its digital ruble. The logo has 4 color combinations. It's red and black or black and white. The digital ruble will be free until the end of 2024. From 2025, business-to-business transactions will cost 15 rubles, about 16 cents today. Individual customers will pay 0.3% of the total sum for a commercial account. They will pay 0.2% for civil services. The digital ruble was signed into law on July 24th. When it goes live, 13 banks will pilot it. The Bank of Russia will operate the digital ruble. It will be a payment and transfer method. Even so, it will not replace cash. Mass adoption is actually not expected before 2025 or 2027. The introduction of the digital ruble is a significant move. It's a response to Western sanctions and economic challenges. The digital ruble will coexist with cash. It's not forced on the Russians. The delay in fees until 2025 seems strategic. I'm sure it's meant to encourage early adoption. The pilot phase with local banks shows careful planning, and the Bank of Russia's role as the operator ensures they maintain control. Folks, here's the ruble of the future, wrapped in a logo that is about as colorful as a Moscow winter night. But don't let the pretty colors fool you. This digital ruble is a double-edged sword. On one side, it is a step towards financial innovation. On the other, it's a central bank's dream come true. Free until 2025? That's a trap to lure you in before the fees start biting. And let's not forget, It's the government's way of keeping an eye on your rubles. Trust the central bank? I would not bet my last digital dime on it. From Russia to Oman, the crypto game is heating up. Oman's stepping into the dance, but do they have the right moves? Turn those notifications on and let's dive in. Oman's financial markets regulator is seeking public input on crypto regulation. The Capital Market Authority of Oman is working on a comprehensive regime. This includes business requirements and market abuse prevention. The paper outlines rules for virtual assets. It covers utility tokens, security tokens, and stablecoins. A potential ban on privacy coin issuance is under consideration. Requirements for virtual asset service providers to establish a local presence are also included. The paper sets an August 17th deadline for public feedback. The CMA will then draft and finalize the framework. The move by Oman's CMA is significant. It reflects a global trend towards crypto regulation. The proposed framework is comprehensive. It aims to balance innovation and risk. The inclusion of various digital assets shows a nuanced approach. The potential ban on privacy coins is noteworthy. It does align with global concerns over transparency. The requirement for VASPs to have a local presence may foster accountability. The consultation phase allows for public and industry input. This could lead to a well-rounded regulatory environment. Now here's what I see happening. Oman might be stepping into the crypto game, but they're not playing around. And they are laying down the law, but hey, at least they're asking for opinions first. A ban on privacy coins? That's like telling us we can't wear sunglasses on a bright day. But let's give credit where it's due. They're trying to find that sweet spot between innovation and risk. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Governments and central banks have a way of stepping on toes. So let's hope Oman keeps the dance floor open for all. Finally, a tale of crime and consequence in the crypto world. A story that reminds us to cover our assets. If you're not following yet, now's the time because this one's a thriller. A year and a half after their arrest, Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan, known as Razzlekhan, pled guilty to money laundering and conspiracy. They were involved in the theft of $3.6 billion in digital assets, one of the largest heists in the crypto history. It appears Lichtenstein actually stole the Bitcoin, and Morgan became actively involved in the laundering process in early 2020. Both are due to provide an update on restitution and forfeiture efforts on November 3rd. The couple was arrested in 2022 after a year-long investigation into the 2016 Bitfinex hack of nearly 120,000 Bitcoin. The loss is worth $70 million at the time, but ballooned to $3.6 billion. Lichtenstein conspired to launder 119,754 Bitcoin, worth roughly $71 million at the time of the hack. Morgan pleaded guilty to charges of money laundering and conspiracy to defraud the U.S. The guilty plea of the Razzlekhan couple is a significant development in the crypto world. It highlights the ongoing challenges of security and regulation in the rapidly evolving digital currency landscape. The Bitfinex hack was a landmark event. It exposed vulnerabilities in crypto exchanges. The case also sheds light on the complex web of transactions and strategies employed to launder stolen funds. Folks, let's not beat about the bush here. This case is a glaring example of why we need to be vigilant about where we put our trust in the world of crypto. The government's slow response to this massive heist is a testament to their lack of understanding and control over the crypto space, or maybe a glaring lack of concern on their part. But hey, at least they caught him, right? Eventually, it's about time we see some accountability. So, what happened? Revolut's suspension of crypto services in the US is another alarm bell ringing against the backdrop of regulatory crackdown, signaling a battle between innovation and control. Coinbase stands tall, challenging the SEC's allegations in a fight that's about more than just legalities, it's about the soul of the industry. The DOJ's push against Sam Bankman-Fried raises questions about power and principles. Russia's digital ruble introduces a blend of tradition and innovation, but with a hint of centralization. Oman is finding its footing in the crypto dance, aiming to balance innovation and risk. And finally, the Razzlekhan couple's guilty plea reminds us of the challenges of security and the need for vigilance. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you stop listening, I will stop talking. If you enjoyed tonight's show, then please like, follow, subscribe, leave a rating, or maybe a review. And in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow night.